KC's Audio Vault.
Trevor Hurst from Econoline Crush, July 12th, 2011. Okay.
Perfect.
Can you hear me okay, Trev?
Yeah, totally.
Can't hear you.
I'm on echo, kind of.
We're not having much luck here today. We have a brand new radio station.
Yeah.
From the last time you joined us, we were in the cruddy basement on Portage Avenue.
Right.
And now we are in a brand new facility right beside Polo Park.
Really? Whereabouts?
Like where old CKND and CTV used to be, kind of between the bay and there's a new movie theater.
Yeah.
It's pretty much right beside where the old arena used to be.
Yeah, I remember. So are you in the actual CTV thing?
Yeah, we're on the second floor, so totally ripped out, and we're a brand new broadcast facility, but it's funny because there's always ghosts in the machines.
Yeah.
Echo's still getting at you?
Yeah, it's like a delay. Like if I say yes, it goes yes. Now it's not there.
And can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So you rolled into Winnipeg just today?
Yesterday. Yesterday.
And
I actually had to fly home. I flew home. They drove, unfortunately for them, across the Shield. I flew home. It was my son's third birthday, so I came home for my son's third birthday, and then they got in, I guess, yesterday afternoon.
What did you bring him? What did he get for his birthday?
He actually got a Gibson guitar.
Holy moly! Is that his first?
Yeah. Crazy, huh? It's pretty cool.
And so does he start noodling on it? Does he have the finger strength for chords, or is he just hammering it?
He's just hammering on it. He's very musically inclined, which is, I guess, probably should be the case, being he's my kid. But it's just bizarre. Like, he's very, very much a rocker. It's bizarre because he goes into my iTunes and he finds different things, and he just kind of what he likes and doesn't like, and he's just sort of fixated on this weird, like, hard rock from the 80s and 90s. He's like obsessed with AC/DC, the Scorpions. It's just weird.
The driving beat maybe is bringing him to it.
I think so.
So you've got a show tonight in Winnipeg at the Zoo, and you'll be in Brandon tomorrow night at the North 40.
Yes.
The tour's been okay so far. You're about halfway through. You were able to go home for a day, but still trucking across.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're getting great response to the new material, and we're working our way across the country. We've got a few festivals after playing Winnipeg, Brandon. Then I think we have a festival in Lacombe, Alberta's own, and then we're playing another festival way up in Cold Lake, Alberta. So really, really cool, doing some summer festivals and other shows,
The new material is off the new EP, The People Have Spoken Volume 1.
Yes.
When's Volume 2?
I don't know. We've pretty much written it. We've just got this plan that we're going to try and record and put stuff out as often as possible. We'd like to set a schedule, but it's a little bit difficult with all the different things going on. But we just thought that, when you look at what the new paradigm of the music industry, and it's hard to know what the right course of action is, but it seems like the attention span of the audience is shorter and shorter. So doing a full-length album and then trying to kind of maintain sort of that instantaneous excitement that you get with a release is hard over the course of a year-and-a-half campaign of marketing the album, touring the album. Whereas maybe with EPs, you can get stuff out quicker, get people excited quicker, and perhaps even like shift, your commentary as an artist according to the times. If something's happening, you can write a EP about it if you feel so compelled, or if you want to do something different or change your, I think it gives us more artistic room to maneuver.
So how many tunes are on the current EP?
It's a 3P. It's a 3P EP. Yeah, it's only 3 songs. And, we did those. And that whole process, too, was unique. We decided to try and experiment and work with this website called Indiegogo. And it's a website where, say, if you want to write a book or you want to write an album or you want to do whatever, you can partner with your fans or your audience or whatever you have and say, I want to do this, but in order to do this, it's going to cost this much money, or I'm going to need you to send me X amount of, things, a loose leaf or whatever you need. and they work with you on this project to try and make it happen. So we got this site, Indiegogo, put it together with a band, said, look, we want to record 3 songs. We want to record them for you, but we need your help. And people donated money and sent all kinds of crazy things, and it just took off, and we were able to record with Reese Fulber, who did our Affliction LP back when we first started, and we were able to record with him in Los Angeles, and it was we have Lenny Kravitz, drummer, Franklin Roosevelt on it, and it was a great experience. It was all done through this website and through the help of our fans.
I noticed like the ID number is from your own record label, right?
Yeah, we just started a little label called East Vancouver Records. And it's our just everything that we're doing right now is all about just doing it ourselves and really trying to just capitalize on some of the things that we've learned over the years, and also just trying to kind of get back to what we think was important right when we started, which was, playing clubs like the Zoo, playing places that matter to us, that historically matter to us, that I think matter to the cities that have these clubs. They're legendary places to play. They're places that are have sort of like a reputation. It's exciting. I mean, there's not many places like the Zoo left in Canada anymore, and there's Lee's Palace in Toronto, and there's not even really, the Commodore is a pretty big room in Vancouver, and it's one of the few that is stuck out there. We lost the Town Pump a few years ago, so it's just cool to play these rooms because the Zoo is almost like Canada's CBGB. It's really neat to be able to play it. Pictures
on the wall. It feels like it hasn't changed in years.
No, it's got a lot of history, man. A lot of history.
And Rob is back in the band. He had been out for a while. What got him back into the fold?
Well, we had contacted him very early on in about 2005, 2006, and he didn't really know if he wanted to do it, and we went out and we did a long tour opening for Alice Cooper, and Ziggy said, there's this really, really positive energy out here with the people, and one of the things too I always talk about is when you were on a record label before, sometimes they had a schedule for you that included stuff after the show, and we never really got to interact with the fans very much. Now when we finish our show, we go out to the merch booth, we're hanging around, we're signing stuff, we're just talking about music, talking about life, and a lot of fans on the Alice Cooper tour and on subsequent shows that we've done after that talked about what Econoline Crush meant to them, what songs they liked, what they didn't like, what they remember, and what they look forward to, and we just sort of said to Rob, like, dude, there's so much love out here for the band that we should really try and get it together and record and do some stuff. And so he came on board, and it was very refreshing to have kind of everybody that was the core of the writing team together and just try and get in the studio. We did, and we did these 3 songs, and there's plans to do more, and it just seemed to snowball into this positive energy.
Very good to hear. Well, we're excited that you're back in Winnipeg, some ties to the hometown, I guess.
Oh, yeah. And it's one of the things we talk about all the time, running into different bands and stuff on the road. They're like, hey, didn't you come out of Winnipeg? And yeah, and they're always, almost every rock band that I run into is always in awe of the tenacity of Winnipeg bands and of sort of the greatness of the music scene that Winnipeg has spawned, and the bands that it spawned, and the people that have come out of there and gone to different places. And it's just a very vibrant, as music scene. It's a city that loves music. They do more concerts, I think, at MTS Center than a lot of places in the world. And it's just because the city is just so into music and art. And it's just one of those magical places. It's hard to explain, but a lot of bands that I talk to just love to come and play Winnipeg because they know the audience is be so good.
Econoline Crush is at the Zoo tonight, in Brandon tomorrow at the North 40, and the new EP, The People Have Spoken Volume 1, available on iTunes, and I'm guessing you can pick it up at the show tonight as well.
Yeah, you can, totally.
Thank you, Trev. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Casey.
All the interviews you want on iTunes and at Power97.com. Casey's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's best rock.